I had minor stroke because of my depression. You know how difficult it is to act. I just delete, block. I definitely want to get into. I'm sorry to say, I can't live for the society.
Hello and welcome to Trapo Talks bersama saya, host anda TV. I am your Trapo boy. And yes, if you guys don't know, Trapo Talks is actually a show di mana kita akan bersama dengan personality terkemuka Malaysia, and we want to find out about their journey, their success, their ups and downs. And today is going to be a very interesting episode because today we're actually going to interview someone who is very big when it comes to the Malaysian Indian entertainment industry. She has dabbled into acting, hosting, modelling, dancing, and has even won an international award. In fact, kalau sebut je nama dia to the Malaysian Indian diaspora, mesti ramai akan kenal. So, without further ado, let's all say hi to Krithigah. Hi, Krithigah.
Hi, TV. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
No worries, no worries. Actually, I'm very curious. How do we call you? Because I know your full name, Krithigah, anak perempuan.
Prakash,
okay. And then you have Krithigahkayal, Krithigah Nair. So, which Krithigah are you?
Okay, so Krithigah Prakash is obviously my real name, and then Nair is because I'm a Malayali, so it's Krithigah Nair. Krithigahkayal is how people know me. The thing is, Kayal is not my real name. So I have been acting for like 10 years already. But the breakthrough that I got, my first breakthrough was through the music video called Kayal Viri. So people outside in Indian community, even within my colleagues, right, they all like to call me Kayal more than Krithigah. So that's how the name just got into
something
me.
Something like Pudege guitar.
Yeah. It's something like that. And even if I go out now, it's very less people call me Krithigah. It's always Kayal. So I'm used to that name also already.
So what do close people call you? Krithigah, Kayal, Chelno?
Close people, it's always Kirti.
Kirti.
Yeah.
Kirti.
Yeah.
Okay, so you said 10 years. So, and you only... Can I reveal your age?
Yeah. Obviously, I don't mind though.
You're only 26 years old. So that means you started when you were 16, right?
16, correct.
And you started from this show in RTM. So tell me about that journey, what you went through and why you decided, you know what, this is my scene, this is my thing.
The thing is, I would say I got it by luck. All right, so this acting, this dancing has always been in me. It's always my passion, So, but I didn't get the platform to I would say, to go and explore myself. I was in Ipoh back then, and then dancing was always in me because I used to perform in stages in schools, and I had some drama troupes and stuff like that. But I didn't get into it professionally. When I got to when I shifted back to KL here, which was 11 years back. So that's when I got the opportunity. So my mom was a friend to the makeup artist, and this auntie was close to the director. She used to work for a particular director, and he wanted a new face for his new telemovie. And the male lead of that particular telemovie is actually a very well-known actor as well, Agondiran. So he has been in this industry for a very long time. And what she told me was, you know what, just go and try. Just, go for an audition. It's like, okay, fine, I'll go for it. Then I went. He didn't audition me. The moment he saw me, I was like, you know what, okay, you're in for the role. And it was female lead.
And you were 16 years old at that time.
I was 16. And the role that I got was actually, I'm a wife. And I had first night scene, I had wedding scene, I had celebration scenes, I was like, oh
any
God, I was like
there?
16. Obviously.
What did Amma say?
The most embarrassing thing was that first night scene I had, it was in a room, right, obviously, myself and my co-actor. And outside is the monitor. My director is there, my dad, my mom, my sister, my brother, all four of them watching. How would you feel? I was like, oh God, what is this? I was like, it's okay. But I told the director, it wouldn't be so awkward, right? I don't have to be very over, right? Then he's like, no, you'll just have to give the milk only. I was like, okay, fine.
That's all. There's no
that's
shy.
No, shy. So yeah, I mean, that's where it started. And it was a telemovie, RTM telemovie, titled Ni.
Ni.
So that's where it started. But those days, I would say still now, RTM, the power that RTM has, right, it's not as much as like social media has. It doesn't go and reach people as much as social media or as much as Astro does. So I didn't had my breakthrough till then. And then I was 16, 17 SPM. I took a break.
Okay.
And then...
but were there offers coming in?
Yeah. From the same directors.
Okay.
So, and then I took a break, and then I started as a host. Also RTM.
Okay.
So I did 2 programs as a host. So yeah, that's how it started, and my breakthrough was definitely Kayal Vidi, a music video called Kayal Vidi.
So you have had many portfolios, Krithigah the dancer, Krithigah the model, Krithigah the actress. Which one? Krithigah the YouTuber who teaches cooking.
Oh yeah, okay. We'll come to that later.
Which one is the real Krithigah? Which one are you most comfortable with?
Most comfortable with, is it? Dance is my first love. Acting is my passion. So I can't let both of them go. So it's...
And by gunpoint to your head, you had to choose one?
Acting.
Acting.
Yeah. I would give anything when it comes to acting.
Because the thing is very interesting, because you are an actress and you have your other projects and all, but when it comes to dancing, that's who you are on social media, TikTok, Reels and all. You do, I think there's one recent Reels you did with your sister, you have about 130, 140k views on just the Reels alone and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's actually very crazy. And do you get tired juggling all of this?
Oh no, definitely not. See, I always believe, right, if you have the passion doing what you love, no matter how long it takes, no matter how many projects you have to do, no matter if you don't even have rest, you won't feel tired because you love what you do. So you don't mind getting tired. That's how I am. Like even every day you want me to get into set, I have no rest, I have no sleep. It's okay. I don't mind because I love what I do. So
bionic woman.
That is Krithigah. That's how it is. Acting is my everything.
10 years in the industry. Can you share one downfall or one hardship story that you have faced? I'm sure every actor, new or old, they have gone through at least one hardship. What was your hardship?
See, I would say, okay, the thing is, my parents were very supportive at the beginning, so they were the one encouraged me when I was 16, and they said, it's okay, you go and try and stuff like that. So I'm a very family-oriented person, and I needed my parents' support, and definitely I needed my siblings' support and all. So, but at a point when this was like 3 years back, yeah. They started asking me to quit acting, and they started asking me to stop what I do, stop what I love, doing what I love, and stuff like that. So I tried quitting. I stopped taking offers. But what happened was I got into depression. I had minor stroke because of my depression. So all those things. So what happened was like that's when it hit me. You know what? When you are doing for someone else, end up you're hurting yourself, and you're not living your life. When you look back, right, in future, like you only lived for them. I didn't live for myself. So that's when I realized, you know what? It's okay. Even if your parents want to trust you and let you go for your shoot or don't want to, it's okay. I'm not going to listen to them. This is my field. I'm going to get into this. You want to support me? Be with me. If not, it's okay. The Krithigah that used to be very family-oriented became bold, in my opinion. But outsiders think it's like, Krithigah is selfish and stuff. It's okay. I don't mind. So I would, because, see, if you're an independent, you're not really family-oriented since young, then you wouldn't feel that much hurt when they stop their own daughter doing what they love, So, but for me, it was very, very difficult. But now, after this depression, after this stroke and stuff like that, they started understanding that, it's okay, let her do what she loves and stuff. So now it's like, it's okay, they don't really care, they don't really mind what I do.
Was it a tough comeback after the whole depression and stroke incident?
Yeah, it was a tough comeback because the point that I let go, my journey that I had to stop taking offers was actually at my peak. So that was after Kayalivili, that was after my Pulanaiva. Actually, exactly, it was after Pulanaiva, which was my 2019.
Okay.
So Pulanaiva was actually my, 2018. Yeah. So Pulanaiva is my debut theatrical film. And, when you're at the peak and you're getting so many offers, you'll be gaining good projects. And that's where you have to stop. That was tough. And I took a long break, and to get into the industry again, to gain back the trust of the producers and directors, it's also tough.
Because you're not coming back again, you have to start from the bottom.
Exactly.
Okay.
That was quite tough. So, but I think I gave a good comeback. So.
But I think in this 10 years, it's a good comeback because in these 10 years, you've achieved a lot. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you also won Best Supporting Actress at the International Film Festival, right?
Correct.
Okay, which is very interesting because when you see your profile, you were in the first ever Malaysian Malayalam telemovie.
Yep.
Okay, it came out for Wishu, I think.
Yes.
Okay, and then you were in a project with 4 languages.
Yep.
Am I right?
Yep.
For New Year, Telugu, Punjabi,
Yes.
Tamil,
That was this year.
and what's the language? Malayalam, is it?
Yeah, Malayalam.
Okay. And you have had international recognition, but yet, but we haven't seen you doing a Malay project.
Correct.
Or a Malaysian project like this. Why have you not gotten offers, or have you not wanting to go that direction yet?
Oh no, it's not like I don't want to get into that. I definitely, I'm waiting for the opportunity. I've sent my talent profiles. I think it's just a matter of time. I always believe 2 things. Me being in this industry, one is passion, the other one is patience. So I think if someone else is in this place and it has been 11. Yeah, this is my 11th year. So 11 years in the industry, but still not getting into Malay projects or English or Chinese, whatever it is. But I still believe one day I'll definitely get into it. And I'll still believe one day I'll get into Hollywood. I want to because I know this is my field. And I know I'm a person that, whatever role that is given, I want to give my 100% commitment. I want to give my 100% dedication. Whether the role is tough, whether the role is quite sensitive. Like, when I did one of the project called Sivinda Pochininji. So that was a series, Astro series. That particular role is actually very bold because it's kind of like having affair with my own student.
Okay.
I was a lecturer in that particular series. My parents
You're doing things quite young, quite young for your age. You're 16, first night scene. At this age,
exactly. No, that's what my mother used to tell me. When you get married, so you're not gonna get any feel because you already have marriage scene, you already have first night scene, you already have love scenes, whatever.
Practice, amma.
So, but the thing is, you see, when you watch that, right? I watch that as an art. I do that as a profession. So if people watch that, watch me in that particular role, not as Krithigah, that is fine. But when they take it very, very personal, right? Why Krithigah needs to do this? Because then that's when the problem comes in. That's when my parents also, they don't like it because obviously they can't see their own daughter in certain roles, right? So I would tell them, if I know that particular role is quite sensitive, I'll tell my parents, you know what, if you want to see me, watch me as that particular role, then you watch this project. If you don't want to, then don't watch the project. Because I know it's gonna be, already they wanted me to quit, and then after that, now they're getting back to track, it's okay, they're letting me go. So at a point, if they feel like you're taking projects, you're taking roles which is too bold, or society will say this, say that, I'm sorry to say, I can't live for the society. This Indian society has this problem where we always want to please them.
Takut lah.
Why?
Yeah.
I'm being genuine, okay? I'm being very, very open. You want to gossip, I don't mind. But you're not in my shoes. And I'm not in your shoes. So I'm not someone that I can judge you. And you can't judge me just by looking at what I'm doing, how am I portraying myself. What I portray can be absolutely opposite to what am I, experiencing, what am I going through.
And technically, you're not the one portraying, it's the director's vision of
Exactly.
what you should be.
Exactly. So that's the thing. If you can look at that project, the particular role as that role, then you watch. Don't come and comment back. You know how difficult it is to act or not? You know that or not?
But okay.
Sometimes it's very awkward though. It's okay.
This is actually very interesting because I'm very sure you are well aware of it. Okay, let's talk about just the Malaysian Indian community, okay? We have and these two things were quite alarming and scary to Malaysian Indian women's, girls and all. You have one argument that happened, I think last year, the whole Kobe's thing, how a girl should dress, this and that. And then you have a Telegram group, I think it's V2K or something, where they post pictures of girls to random guys and all that stuff. As someone who you say you do bold scenes, you dance and this and that stuff, have you ever been a subject to all these harassments or disturbings on the extreme end of pervertness and also on the extreme end of being too conservative?
Both, yes. So actually that harassment was what made my parents ask me to quit acting. Okay. Because they didn't want anything else to happen. They didn't want what my parents were concerned is, at a point I gotta get married too. So what will my husband or my husband's family or even my own relatives would think when all this harassment happens, But that was disturbing, definitely. I wouldn't say I'm a strong person all the way, I don't care all this stuff. It's not that. Obviously it was disturbing, but
did you at one point think like, maybe I should post less photos on Instagram, maybe I should not dress like this when I go out and all? Just because, not because you don't want to, it's because if I do, what will happen later on?
Not really. What I was thinking is, I was only thinking that at that particular point of time when this harassment stuff happened, right? The only point in my mind was, okay, you know what? How am I going to handle my parents? I don't care about my society. It's okay. Even my relatives also, it's okay. I don't mind. But my parents, because, I told you I'm a family-oriented person and their concern is very, very important to me. So, but they took it quite light because maybe they thought that I will be very disturbed with this stuff. And you know what? I think I only took a month, and I just through that, I'm coming back to the industry because when that happened, even in the industry circle, people started talking and stuff like that. So my parents were quite scared that when I get into my industry back, my own circle of friends would comment and ask about the particular stuff, particular incidents and all. But a month, I came back to the industry. I took back the office, and obviously my friends asked, and they asked how this happened, how that happened. My only answer was, it happened. If it was meant to happen, and I don't know who did that, it's okay. Because they didn't had, maybe they're just jealous on me, maybe they had some hatred towards me. Maybe I might have done something they don't like to them without me even realizing. I wouldn't say I'm perfect also, you see. So I might have done something that they don't like. So I took that. It was disturbing, yes, at the beginning. After that, I took that as a stepping stone for me to, throw that, build myself back, get bold, and face the incident. So when people text me in Insta, strangers, they DM me, sending the photos and stuff like that, I just delete, block. That's it. Because this negativity, this negativity, right? If you take that into your head, it's gonna push you down, and it's not gonna let me to be myself again. I'm at a point that I want to prove myself. I need to take more projects so that I can explore what am I capable of. So if this kind of thing stopped me, then I wouldn't achieve what I want. So now, whatever happens, whatever comes my way, negativity, I would say, I'll just take it, put it aside. That's it. What's next?
What would your advice be for girls, especially Malaysian Indian girls with this whole core-based V2K, Telegram and all? What would your advice be for them? Because, for younger girls especially who feels like, can I wear this sari today? It's looking like this, or can I post kind of videos? And what would the right advice be for them? Maybe we can tell it to the camera over
Yeah.
here.
The thing is, right, see, what you want to wear, how you want to be, you want to put makeup or not, it's totally up to you, because it's who you are. You do what you love. You don't have to please people. You don't have to wear something just because you want to please someone else. No. You feel happy wearing that, wear. If you don't feel comfortable wearing that, then don't. Certain people, right, they want to wear something that is uncomfortable, maybe because the boyfriend says, maybe because the husband says. It's okay. If you don't feel comfortable, just tell them off. Because you're wearing it and your boyfriend might like it. But later on, when you look at the pictures and when you think of it, you'll be like, did I do some mistake? Like, if at all that particular relationship doesn't work out, what would you do? Right? So it's like, I would say just leave it for yourself. You want to wear whatever you want to wear, whatever people want to say, take it in these years and let go in these years. And negativity is like there's two things, me being the industry also, I would say. One is, there's two types of feedbacks in negativity. One, whereby you can enhance yourself, you can improve yourself. So there's some ways that people say, maybe when even for me, right, when I take some roles, they'll be like, you could have done this better. So that kind of comments, obviously you can take, because there is something for you to improve, because we are not perfect. Definitely we are not, So if someone is telling something that you think you can improve yourself by doing that, then you can consider that. But on the other hand, comments like hatred comments, saying that, I would say abusive kind of comments, that kind of comments, it's where a lot of young girls fall into depression, fall into that state of...
And unfortunately suicide as well.
Correct. That depression is what leads to suicide, because they don't know how to manage the particular situation. People who say things, they'll just say. They don't think.
So you've been in the industry for 10 years, many roles and all. What's next? What is your next goal that you want? What do you dream of having in the next 5 years maybe?
I definitely want to get into Hollywood. That's because I'm in this not for the fame, not for the money at all, obviously, not for the popularity. The thing is, I want to get into Hollywood because when I get there, see, Malaysian Tamil industry, it's still small. It's not as huge as it, when people see from outside, right? It's like, oh, you know what? It's very big. The actors there, have a lot of stuff to be done, and there's a lot of people. It's quite huge. It's not that. Our industry is still very small compared to Malay and Chinese industry. So here, the roles that I can do, it's quite limited, obviously, because the projects also
are not as much.
Not as much as, in Hollywood. So the thing is, I want to get into Hollywood because when I get there, I'll be able to explore my capabilities more.
Okay.
And obviously, when it's Hollywood, the roles will be bigger, the opportunities will also get bigger. That's what I'm looking for.
Are you willing to be like Mugen Rao, someone who is now put his 2 foot over in India?
Yeah.
And are you willing to also try out maybe, since you're Malayali, maybe Malayalam cinema, Telugu cinema?
Definitely. Actually, Mugen really wanted to get into Telugu film because he's a Telugu actually. So I'm so happy for him because we both started at the same time.
And it was his video clip that made you...
Yes, so actually both of us, our first breakthrough was through that
The
particular, Kayal release. So I'm very happy for him because he always tells me this thing. You know what, Kaya? I mean, he calls me, he doesn't call me Krithigah at all. He calls me Kayal release at the beginning. And then it became Kayal. And then became Kaya. Now Kaya Pao. So it's like that already.
Lapa pula, okay.
So, I mean, he always says this one thing. Whatever it is, we have to give our 100% because we know we are good in this. We have talent, so we have to explore our capabilities. And I'm glad that he used the opportunity very well. And I really want to see him in bigger films and in Hollywood. Yeah.
Okay. Last question before we end this. Where do you see the future of Malaysian Indian industry? As you know, as time goes on and all, Tamil speakers are getting less and less and less. Do you see this industry surviving? Do you see this industry going bigger?
In a way, I'm glad to say that this industry is actually getting bigger. Because when it started, the projects are less. Like 10 years back, I'm not talking about my seniors, they even had lesser projects. So when I started, the breakthroughs were less, obviously, because social media. So the power now is actually the social media platform. That's where we can reach the audience better. And I'm also glad that the project's quality nowadays is so much better. The director's vision nowadays is so much better comparing to those years. And in coming years, I would say, obviously, there's a lot of talented actors out there, and I just hope their capabilities are explored well. There's a lot of actors.
Do you see us becoming like some Tamil cinema where they use dubbing artists and all because people can't speak Tamil anymore already?
I don't really think so because I think so far, right, everyone in this particular industry, mostly I would say, I think 98%, we can actually speak Tamil. Only one thing is, mostly can't read Tamil when it's scripted,
I'm Tabali, I can read and write. I cannot speak properly.
I didn't expect this, TV. I didn't expect this. Okay, so because since you told me that your Tamil is not really fluent, so I thought, okay, so he won't be able to write and read.
The Bali, right?
I'll ask you this later. It's okay. But coming into dubbing artists and all, I don't think so that will happen. Happen because obviously budget constraint is there, so I don't think so. Dubbing artists will be in. Dubbing artists will be in. But I think the directors will actually ask the artists to learn Tamil, at least for the script. So I think because that's what happens in certain projects, like certain Punjabis acts and all, right? So if there's certain words or certain lines that they can't speak, obviously we'll train them. Like in the Malayalam movie that I acted, a few of them, they can't really speak Malayalam. Shabby, who acted with me, he can't speak Malayalam at all. So I trained him from the scratch. He's a Malayali, but he can't speak Malayalam. So I trained him from scratch, and during dubbing, I mean, he did well. So I think that's how it's gonna happen. But being honest, I think the industry will get bigger in future.
Let's hope and pray for the best. Okay. Thank you so much for being a part of Trapo Talks. Before we end this live, we actually have something to give to you.
Okay.
Because you're an actress, you go around here, there, everywhere sometimes, and you need to keep your room clean, your car clean, everywhere clean and all, right? So here's a little token of appreciation from us at Trapo.
Thank you so much. This is going to be helpful.
You can actually open and see it if you want.
Okay. All right. Okay. This is a
So this is one of our latest baby. It's the Cordless Vacuum Pro.
Nice.
With this one, it has up to 8,500 suction power. So you want to clean all the 2C all very easy.
Okay.
And the best part is, this vacuum you can use to inflate and deflate. So balloons, floaties, air mattress, you can use it.
Nice.
All in one.
Nice. It's really nice. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, before we end this, maybe is there anything you want to tell to everyone who's watching this right now? Any message for them?
I mean, this particular this pandemic season, so please be safe, because I can see many of us not wearing masks already. But please be safe, and like what I said just now, this is our life. We gotta live this, and whatever you do, do with all your heart and love what you do. That's how you can achieve what you want. And thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you Trapo Talks for the gift also.
Thank you so much, Krithigah. Dan kepada anda semua yang menonton sekarang ni, that was another episode of Trapo Talks, okay? Nantikan episod-episod akan datang yang akan bersiaran on our YouTube channel. Kalau korang tak follow lagi, please do follow, like, comment and share this kepada sesiapa sahaja. Till the next episode, I'll see you guys soon. My name is TV. Choose wisely, choose Trapo.